Hey guys, it's Crackers. Welcome back to House Flipper. Okay, guys, as you can see, we're doing something a little different today. Something happened with my OBS, and during this whole project of doing the master bedroom, my voice wasn't recorded. It for some reason muted my mic, and I didn't notice. So I thought instead of scrapping the whole video, I would just kind of show this fast forwarded in the background while we just talk a bit, and then we'll just jump into real time and I'll show you how the bedroom turned out. But I'll try and catch some of it. I know it's going really fast. I've never done this before, so hopefully this will turn out okay. But I kind of felt like I put so much work into it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll see a little bit of the process. First, we were trying to figure out what to do in the bedroom here. I was going to put the bed in the corner like I was just kind of looking at. Also trying to decide on flooring. Ultimately decided on that. I thought it was modern, but maybe still a little bit in the retro side. I don't know. Here I pause and I stare at those stairs a lot because I'm mad that I can't change the stair color, but we're kind of stuck with it. This is obviously the layout that I decided on. I closed in a lot of the doors in the hallway because there was a whole bunch of little rooms. And what I decided to do in the master bedroom was just kind of make it into a big walk-through closet into a bathroom. So again, I'm looking at those stairs and mad because I can't change them, but I decided to put this flooring throughout the whole house. Obviously, that's what I've been doing in the last minute. Anyway, back to the bedroom. So this is what I ended up doing. I have this little closet here that is going to be like kind of a walk-through closet with just a little half bath at the end. I wasn't sure what to do with it. So here, I think I'm just trying to figure out what color to go with. I thought maybe it would be cool to put the bed in the corner. In the end, I decided not to, just because I thought in order to have a feature wall, it'd be nice to just put it against the wall. But one day we'll have to put the bed in the corner because it would be nice just for something different. We never do that. Anyway, I'm trying to decide on colors. I really had a hard time. I thought I was going to go with like oranges and greens and browns and mustard yellows. I was thinking about using that bed. Having a hard time with this one. Like the retro thing, it's a lot harder than I thought. But I'm trying to pull stuff together because I'm trying to decide what colors, like, how we can get a bed to work with some of the art that I had. And anyway, there's lots of different colors that we were playing with. That one I really loved, but I think we're going to use that downstairs. So definitely took me a bit to figure out what to go with in here. Hopefully, in the end, you guys will think it's a little bit retro. It totally turns out different than what I'm going through right now. We end up in the end kind of going with like a yellow bed, and I really fell in love with this one picture. I really like that one, but I'm hoping that we can find somewhere else to use that. So. But yeah, what I ended up kind of figuring out is that maybe this back wall here should be a feature wall. So we're going to end up putting sort of like paneling on it. And then I can't remember what the name of the modder is, but it was OzK, I think it is. They made a beautiful kitchen set in the workshop, but they also had some cute little arches, kind of like arches, like little things you can add to the wall anyway to add a little bit of a shape to the wall. I think you could play with them in a lot of different ways actually, but ultimately I ended up using them against the ceiling, which I don't know if I add them right away, but I ended up putting up a little bit of a backdrop and moved the bed. That's not the bed we end up with. There was a lot of pre-war stuff in the workshop, but it just kind of had too much of an old-fashioned feel. So yeah, I decided to do the paneling that matched the floor. And then I was trying to figure out what to do with that back part. And that's where I, came across that, the stuff in the workshop that had little, I don't know what to call them, finials or whatever. Anyway, we're moving on to the closet now. I was trying to find some kind of built-in closets. These pieces from the workshop are amazing. They go from floor to ceiling. So I end up using these in the closet. which in the end actually changes my mind about the bed, because then we go into more of a black. I was going to go with wood, wood kind of accents in the furniture, but we ended up switching it to black. So I really like the way it turned out in the end, and hopefully it had enough of a retro feel for all of you guys. I tried. This has been harder than I thought, like I said, but this turned out really good. I liked the way the closet turned out, and they had so many nice things in the workshop. So we ended up closing this in for the bathroom, and we play with the same little, I want to call them finials. That's not the right word, but these little accent pieces that kind of blend into the wall. You can kind of make an arch out of a doorway with it, these ones. So we end up putting that kind of everywhere. And then we found later we find a pocket door to put in here too, which I thought looked really nice. So these are the pieces that we're going to use above the bed too. Oh, I guess I already put them in there, but we put them in the entry anyway. So we end up with this little walk-through kind of closet, which I really quite liked. The orange bed goes in the end. I thought I was going to use it, but yeah, it doesn't make it to the final cut. It took me a while to figure it out. As you can see here, I'm going through different colors of beds. I thought I was going to do green. I really liked the green one, and I had some really nice art pieces to kind of go along with it. But yeah, I was kind of torn. I was really torn between the green and in the end, yeah, like I said, I think right away you're going to see that I have a yellow one on the ground that I was kind of playing around with some certain art pieces. But oh, here I think I'm just deleting some stuff out of my gallery because it was like overwhelming me. But lots of nice greens, that's for sure. When I was looking for art pieces to use, I Googled retro. Whether or not all of these are retro, I don't know, but there was a lot of nice colors. This is the piece that I fell in love with, and that's what changed my mind. I liked that the pattern. I thought it was kind of retro looking, and then but like I said, there was a lot of art pieces that I wanted to work with, but it was really hard trying to find a bed that sort of matched with it. So I think here I'm going through all the different kinds of beds. I start looking at the yellow ones, which were okay, but ultimately in the end, I think I ended up with just just sort of a plain yellow. This one, I think. Yeah, that's the one we ended up playing with in the end. And I really liked it with that art piece that was behind there. So that's what you can expect to see. But we did end up going with a black wood color. And I thought I really did think that it turned out pretty good in the end anyway. I'm still going through all these paint pieces. It took me so long to figure out what I wanted to use. But yeah, I went through so much, and then I started thinking about using those little slips or sliders, I guess they're called, from the workshop. But these they had a really nice pattern on them, and I was able to butt them all up together, and it made a really nice kind of backdrop for the bed, I thought, anyway. And then we could still kind of use the wood paneling behind the bed, and that made it look like, I thought it kind of gave it that retro kind of feel, having the wood paneling on the walls. And then I was trying to figure out what paint to kind of paint with it. So I can't remember which one that was. And I think that's finally where I'm like, okay, I'm letting go of the green idea. So we started painting. And I wanted to try and incorporate a little bit more of the wood paneling. So we do end up adding it to a little bit in the bathroom. And I put another wall there. I thought it could be kind of a bit of a feature wall. I wasn't sure what else to put in this room. I thought maybe a dressing room. I kind of started thinking, well, maybe one of these people likes to dress up like, 50s style or something. So decided to go with eventually a little dressing table in here. And we end up decorating with a lot of black and white, but I was really happy with the way that the wall behind the bed turned out. And I really love those little pieces that are up top. You could turn them and have a rounded kind of, you could do a lot with those pieces. They're really actually versatile, so I was pretty excited. This is when I was kind of contemplating maybe having some sort of a dressing table. but I did find another one I liked better later on. So here I think I'm just trying to decide what furniture we're going to use in this whole thing. Yeah, there was actually a really more of a modern looking dressing table that I didn't remember seeing before. So here I'm trying to figure out what kind of art we're going to end up going with too. I really liked that piece for the color. And then that's what kind of made me change my mind to the bed being black, because I thought, oh, maybe black and white pictures would be really nice in here. Kind of a nostalgic kind of look. So yeah, just kind of going through pictures there and stuff. I had too many pictures in my gallery. Oh my goodness. I started kind of deleting because I was like, I can't even keep track of all these things. Anyway, again, just going through some of the art. I should have maybe cut some of this stuff out because I didn't realize that I had so much of it going through some of these pieces. Like I said, I thought I was going to go more like orange and yellow and green and like a real mixture of colors, but we end up kind of sticking to just like brown and yellow and black pretty much. I don't even know if there's another accent color in there other than the white. So this is when I thought, yeah, the black and white kind of looks nice in here. But I end up changing all those pictures out. I used some of those in the hallway at the end, which I thought looked really good. These are some of the pictures. Yeah, that's the one I ended up with above the bed, I think, in the end. But then I thought, oh, I don't really like that. Some of the other ones, I thought they looked really good in the hallway. I kind of imagined that this family would be sort of a traveling family, and they're going to be cat people. So we're adding some cat stuff in here and there in the end too. So here I am, yeah, deleting some of the stuff out of my gallery again. I wish I would have cut that out. But I've never done this before, so I thought, well, we'll just give it a try, and you can kind of see a little bit of the process. But these are all kind of traveling pictures, and I ended up not liking it with, I don't know, it didn't feel like they were blending with all the other stuff that I was picking. So in the end, we end up ditching those, putting them in the hallway, and we find some other ones to use. So now I'm trying to figure out some furniture to go with it. Again, it was a little hard to find stuff that I thought looked kind of retro, but I thought we did okay in the end. Some of those sunburst things I think are pretty retro looking. That is like a cabinet that I end up thinking, oh, that'll look good maybe in the bathroom. I liked it. It's sort of I think it's supposed to be sort of like a medicine cabinet, but I thought the starburst pictures or the mirrors were kind of a retro looking thing too, but I thought it might be kind of nice to play around with a little bit of mirrors, but I almost took my blowtorch out there and just kind of incinerated everything, but luckily I noticed. Anyway, yeah, we decide, well, I was thinking about putting wardrobes, and then I thought, well, no, they have this big walk-in closet. They don't really need a wardrobe. So I decided this is the one that I ended up using, was this little dressing table. I end up changing the furniture around a little bit, but we used some of the other stuff in the workshop. It was so nice to have. Like they had some like mannequin pieces that I thought kind of fit in the end. So found some nice little side tables, as you saw there. I thought they worked okay. When I think retro, I think of metal legs, and so that kind of works. I'm going to be struggling for a kitchen table, I think. So then we have some lighting, and I like the way that all kind of came together. We found a little retro TV there. That's our little dressing table. So we've already changed the furniture around. And then I found some, like a toilet and sink in the workshop that I thought were really cute. So we start playing around with that, and I put some wood behind the toilet, but then I think, oh, maybe we'll put it on that wall so we can see it. But I think I end up changing it back in the end, because behind the toilet I wanted to do something. Well, this is what I was going to put that color in behind the toilet, but I just couldn't get it to, for some reason I like the wood better, so I ended up switching it back to that. But we do end up taking that same pattern and we use it in the closet instead, because I really did like it and I wanted to try and incorporate it somewhere else in the house, well, in this room. So this, yeah, this all goes and then I switch it back. So a lot of me changing my mind, nothing too different there. So after, yeah, I thought this little half bath was good. It was like, it's really small, but yeah, I really wanted to put that pattern in somewhere else and I just wasn't happy with it where we were putting it. So like I said, we end up putting it in behind, yeah, in here between the two closets. And then we have the clothes rack from the workshop that we put in front of it. And I think it all worked really well together. Yeah, I thought it was all really pretty. It was a very pretty bedroom anyway. But we're almost done with this, guys. I'm going to finish fiddling around with this, trying to fit this pattern in behind. We had to stretch it a bit, so it sort of distorted it a tiny bit. But I thought it was nicely accented anyway. But yeah, we're going to be done this pretty quick here. And I think what we're going to do is just jump into some real time and I'll show you how the bedroom all turned out with all of it decked out. We're going to be just jumping into the hallway. You'll see a little bit of us painting up the hallway. We ended up doing it a little bit of a green color and using some of those travel pictures. So anyway, guys, I'll see you in a bit. We are going to have a look at this and how it turned out. Hopefully this wasn't too distracting. I don't know. It's moving pretty fast, but I wanted to show you a little bit of the process. See you guys in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. Before we go and have a look at what I did next door, I just wanted to show you a couple things that I found. You'll see that I used it on the other side too, but they have these blankets in the workshop now, which I was super excited about. I don't know if there's some couches that they work on, but it won't work on this one. As you can see, you can't get it to go. It'll go on the chair, but it doesn't look weird. It looks weird. So I ended up just putting it on the table just so that I could show you guys. There's so much stuff coming up in the workshop. I even noticed some new stuff today of like a basket with pillows and a blanket, and there's just so many cool things. And I also wanted to show you guys this. They have like a pot holder. How exciting is that? I thought it worked really well in this kitchen, so I ended up changing it up and moving the lights and stuff. And what else did we? Oh, we got babies everywhere here. They're climbing all over the house. Oh, there's one in the closet. What else did I wanted to show you? Oh, yeah, they have these little rooster canisters, and so I thought that kind of maybe would go okay in here. They had even like a little thing for another little rooster thing that matched, and a little ornament of a rooster. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they have these really cool doors, these Dutch doors, I think they're called. We got all of our animals back there just hanging out. This horse is checking out what we're doing in here. But that door I think is really cool too. So I wanted to show you guys that. They also had some new baby stuff. Like they had some baby formula, and I noticed that they had a baby mobile. So many cool things in the workshops. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh, there's even a baby on the dog bed. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to show you. But definitely keep checking the workshop because there's new stuff popping up in there all the time. Hopefully you're playing on PC and have access to the workshop. But if not, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's head next door. I ended up changing, because we did a lot of black inside, I ended up changing the door to black, and the mailbox is black, obviously. So this is just stuff that I was contemplating using, so that's just kind of all over. So as you can see, we have the hallway all done, which was nice to get done. Hopefully that whole fast forward thing wasn't like, it seemed like it was moving really fast, but there was so much footage, and for me to go through and try to edit out some of that stuff, like I know there was a lot of me flipping through the gallery, and I should have maybe, oh, we don't even have doors in here. We still got to add doors. I shouldn't maybe cut some of that out, but I've never actually done a voiceover thing before. So hopefully it was okay. I just kind of didn't want to just do a quick 5-minute tour of the room. I thought it might be kind of interesting to see some of it kind of flipping through in the background. So hopefully it wasn't too bad, but anyway, this is the hallway that we ended up doing. We used a lot of these travel pictures that I contemplated using in the bedroom, but decided against. So I thought it turned out really good. I have a weird glitch happening here where this thing is protruding through, but it disappears. So don't mind that. But I thought it kind of like, these are all vintagey kind of like advertisements for different travel things. I thought they kind of looked cool. This whole area here I'm not real crazy about, but I just sort of threw it together. I thought it could be a little cat area, but this table isn't what I wanted. I couldn't find the right kind of table that I wanted to use. So anyway, the cat's just hanging out here for now. Anyway, this is the bedroom. We really should pick a door. We really should. Do we still have that door picked? We could probably just do the black. Probably black that out. We'll just make it all black, maybe. I don't know. But I think for now, that's what we'll do. We'll probably put the same kind of black doors throughout this whole thing. So anyway, this is what we ended up doing in the end. I was really happy with it. Like I said, I fell in love with this print and I thought it kind of had a retro feel. I think it's a really pretty room. Hopefully you can detect a little bit of retro in it. We used a lot of the vintagey kind of looking telephone and radio, and I thought those were kind of more like decorations than actually something that, you know, was going to be used in the house. But I just kind of thought it added to the feel. So we decorated. We even have some Art Deco books here that were in the workshop. I decided this person smokes, so there's cigarettes here. Cigarettes bad for you, so don't smoke. But anyway, yeah, they had cute little cigarette packages and these cute little purses and stuff. I really was happy with the way it turned out. This is the lights we ended up using. And then I just used a lot of black and white pictures. We had this little makeup station, which I thought turned out really cute. I almost put this over the bed. It kind of made sense to put it over the bed, but for some reason I really liked that picture over the bed, so we stuck with that. Here's one of their cats. And we have some just decorations and stuff. We're an old retro TV. I had a hard time trying to find retro looking chairs too, but we just ended up with that one. And then we have just like, yeah, some mannequins and used one of the old suitcases. And then in here is where we have our little walk-through closet, which I think turned out really good. Ended up just putting the same pattern behind the clothes rack, like I mentioned. Just put some plants up. We used black blinds throughout. Same light that we used in the bedroom. That's the blanket hanging off the shelf. So I think that's really cute. They had these hangers of clothes. It's kind of like, it doesn't fit in this cabinet, but it's so cool. I wish I could have raised them, but anyway, you get the idea. I think we can just look past that little part. But yeah, these clothing racks are so amazing. We've got everything stacked there. We've got clothes and purses and makeup stuff and hats and gym stuff and towels. So it was so nice to have all that stuff to line the shelves with. And then this is our little half bath. So I didn't do anything too crazy in here. I used some of the same wood as I mentioned, and we used some of these cabinets. And then I thought, well, it'd be nice to put a little bit of art, but this was a really awkward, is that? I guess they're the same height. Almost looked like they weren't. It was just kind of an awkward space with the mirrors. I didn't really have room for any art, so I ended up just putting a couple of pieces in that were sort of, yeah, decorated with some of the shelves out of the workshop, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I mean, it's just a simple little half bath. These are the pocket doors. So cool how these work. So the door actually just kind of gets hidden in the wall. I didn't realize that, but it was perfect having the black pocket door for the space. Looks a little weird on the top maybe, but these are those little pieces that I want to say Oz K in the workshop. They make some amazing stuff. Like I said, they have a whole kitchen modular set that works really well together. I haven't actually played with it too much, but I've seen Toves play with it. So It's pretty cool looking. Anyway, we use like these pieces. I mean, you could, can you spin them? Hang on a second here. Oh, I guess you can't spin them sideways. I was thinking, oh, you can make rounded pillars or something almost using them if they flipped. But I mean, you can still have like a rounded sort of, you know, thing going all the way around the room if you really wanted, which is really cool. They also have some, like a little piece that fits in an archway. Like it kind of makes it look like an archway too. So anyway, I think these are really, really cool. Just the simplest little thing, but there's a fair bit you can do with them. So, but yeah, that's the closet. We use some of the robes from the workshop to hang up. And anyway, that's kind of my take on maybe a little bit of a modern retro bedroom. Hopefully you guys can see it. Like I said, this was harder than I thought, and hopefully you guys are happy with the outcome. This is a rug from the workshop too, which I thought was really nice. So I almost used the same rug that I used in here, but then I switched it out. So anyway, and the curtains I thought looked really good with it all. But yeah, this is it, guys. We got a retro, hopefully a retro looking little master bedroom here in this house. And we got the hallway done. I wish I had a little bit more time to work on that, but yeah, that's the way it's going to be. So I think in the rest of the house, we're going to play with the idea, I think maybe of just doing like some young girls' rooms, since we did boys last time. Not really young, like maybe teenagers. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. But, and then they'll probably just have a little bathroom of their own too. So anyway, yeah, here it is. There's the hallway and bedroom's done. So we'll be doing probably these two rooms next. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you didn't mind that too much. I wanted to have that video out to you guys on Friday. And then when I discovered that my voice wasn't recorded, I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? Am I going to just release like a little 5-minute video of the final product? And I thought, well, we'll try doing kind of a fast forward thing and see how it turned out. But like I said, it was, you know, I tried. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and we will see you in the next one. I can't wait to do the downstairs. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, we'll see you. Bye for now.